Hi, my name is Eddy Nolan. I'm a 52-year-old marathon runner. I was born and raised in Point St. Charles, Montreal. I'd like to express to you why I would like to participate in the Marathon of Hope 2009. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, I was an amateur boxer in a Golden Glove tournament when I injured my right hand. So after the boxing was over, I started to run a little bit just to keep in better shape than my usual 2 or 3 miles. And I met two fellas down at the point where I live. They were training for a Montreal Marathon in 1980. I asked a few questions and decided I'd like to give it a shot. After doing a few days of running straight out in the heat in about 85-degree weather, I said after 10 miles it was enough. I said, this is ridiculous. And went home and I was about to pack it in until I put my television on that night, and lo and behold, I saw this young man with one leg. They said he was running across Canada to raise money for cancer research. So in turn I did a bit of research on him myself. His name was Terry Fox, and he lost his leg to cancer. And while he was in hospital having his leg amputated, he decided that all the people he saw suffering, including a lot of children, he wanted to make a difference and do something about it. So I followed his story from the very beginning, and I found him very inspirational, and his determination and guts just kind of blew me away. And the whole country kind of got behind his run, and when he made it as far as he can, he made it to Thunder Bay, and the cancer had spread to his lungs, and he passed away. We had his Terry Fox run, the first run in 1981 up on Mount Royal, Beaver Lake. This was a 10-kilometer run, and after the 10-kilometer route was done, they handed out these certificates with about 20 spaces on it for stickers, one for every year that you did the race, which is this right here. That's the certificate from 1981 to the year 2000. During this period, after about 10 years of gaining these stickers and participating in the run, I got first-hand knowledge of my sister diagnosed with cancer in 1993. It was very painful to sit and watch as she passed away in 1993. A year later I lost another sister in 1994. So I got to kind of see what palliative care units were all about, and got to talk to people on a Friday that when I went back on Monday were no longer with us. So all of a sudden these stickers that I have here took on a whole new meaning. And after about 20 years of doing this run, I was extremely proud to have Terry's mom and dad write me a nice little letter here and sign it for me. Kind of personal little thing. And to this day, I've run about 50 marathons myself on my own. And I work at a school in Montreal as a caretaker. And I remember one year collecting money from all the teachers, and the kids were asking me why I was collecting money from all the teachers. So this one teacher stepped forward, Miss Helen Slavich, she's a great teacher, and told the kids, you want to know about Terry Fox and what Eddie's doing? We're going to do a project on Terry Fox. So I thought this was brilliant, because actually they were getting a history lesson on what Terry was doing, and at the same time they were getting a geographical lesson. And at this point, the kids really took interest, and they wanted to know, and they wanted to get involved in what I was doing. So I said, this was great, you know. And we had we called up Terry Fox's mom, I believe, in 2002. She'd come to our school, spoke to the children, and Rosalind's Run was born. Now 6 years later, in a public elementary school with about 550 kids, we've raised over $134,000 for cancer research. I think this is tremendous. But I'd have to say, my fondest memories during this whole period is when I have the opportunity to go from classroom to classroom and speak to the children, especially the kindergarten children. You know, there are questions and explaining to me about, you know, I lost my grandpa to cancer, I lost my grandma to cancer, I lost my mom to cancer. One child even said to me, you know, Mr. Eddy, I lost my dog to cancer. So I try to, you know, put myself in the same frame of mind as the children, and I tell them, do you see how bad this cancer is? It's taken away all our loved ones, you see? So they came on board and really got interested also. And the funny thing was, I explained to the children, you know, if we work really hard together, what we can accomplish and raise a lot of money for the doctors to find new medicines, I says, one day our loved ones won't be lost to cancer. So this kind of really, you know, got them on board, and they were bringing in phenomenal amounts of money from kindergarten kids. So, I mean, it's been quite a journey for me, and it's 28 years now I've been doing this Terry Fox run. I've done all 28 runs, and I'm very proud of that fact. And the funny thing is, I feel the same inspiration as I did back in 1981. I feel the same. I still get the chills. I still close my eyes and I visualize Terry, what he went through. And I guess right now what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's about keeping Terry's dream alive. I mean, Terry Fox, to us, is a Canadian hero. When Terry died, the country stood still when we had our first Marathon of Hope. The country just was 100% behind him. So, I mean, I guess what it boils down to is I'd like to say it would be an honor and a privilege to take part in the 2009 Marathon of Hope. Because, as Terry once said, somewhere the hurting must stop. And this is what I believe in. Thank you.